New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello has been fired. Code red.
Or if the WNBA just gave us the biggest shock of the playoffs, and this time it comes from New York. The Liberty shocked everyone by firing their legendary head coach Sandy Brondello without warning. But here's the crazy part. What looks like a disaster for New York could turn into pure gold for Indiana. Because if you're Caitlin Clark or a Fever fan, this move screams opportunity. In fact, if you think the Fever should swoop in and make Brondello their next head coach, type it in the comments right now. How Brondello now? Because let's be honest, Brondello isn't just another name on a resume. She's the one coach who could actually unlock Clark's full arsenal and elevate her from phenom to undisputed GOAT. She has the experience, the championship credibility, and the tactical vision to give Clark exactly what she needs: freedom to dominate and the structure to lead. And that's where the problem starts. The more fans beg for this move, the more obvious it becomes that the league itself would hate to see it happen. Because let's face it, if Caitlin Clark and Sandy Brondello ever teamed up, the WNBA's balance of power would tilt so far, so fast, it would expose every jealous veteran and every half-baked storyline commissioner Kathy Engelbert has been pushing. In this video, we'll peel back that entire agenda and show you why this partnership scares the league to death. Now, let's talk about how we even got here. The Liberty had a great regular season, no question. They were stacked with talent, won big games, and carried themselves like contenders. But when the postseason came and the lights got brighter against the Phoenix Mercury, their flaws started to show. To be fair, injuries were a massive factor. Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and John Cale Jones were all banged up. But they didn't take a seat. They strapped on their sneakers and battled through the pain, grinding every possession. Like warriors, Stewart even dropped 30 points in that decisive elimination game. A gutsy, all-time performance. But sometimes heart and grit can only carry you so far. The weight of injuries and fatigue finally crushed them, and the Liberty's season ended in heartbreak. Here's the kicker, though. After that brutal loss, not one player blamed their coach. Not a single whisper of discontent. In fact, the opposite happened. They rallied around Sandy Brondello, standing shoulder to shoulder with her and vowing to come back stronger next season. The attempts of Stewart, Ionescu, and others backing their coach started blowing up online. The message was loud and clear. They believed in her. And then, boom, one day later, the rug was pulled out. The Liberty's front office, led by their general manager, announced they would not renew Brondello's contract. Just like that, gone. The reaction was instant chaos. Fans were stunned. Analysts shredded the decision as reckless. One rival teams who stand to benefit from New York's implosion couldn't help but shake their heads. Nobody saw it coming. Not one person thought the Liberty would cut loose the coach who literally rebuilt their franchise into a powerhouse. Because let's call this what it is. Not just a coaching change, but the dumbest move in Liberty history. They didn't just lose a coach. They lost the architect of their championship culture. They lost their best chance at another title. And the ripple effects? Monumental. So why are people calling it the most catastrophic decision the Liberty have ever made? Stick with me, because when you zoom out and look at Brondello's resume, her legacy, and what she accomplished in such a short time, you'll see exactly why this is indefensible. Sandy Brondello isn't just good. She's elite. One of the most respected, decorated, and sought-after minds in the entire WNBA. That reputation wasn't handed to her. She earned it brick by brick, season by season. Look back at her timeline. She took over in 2022 and immediately turned the Liberty into playoff contenders in her very first season. That's setting the tone. In 2023, she elevated them even further. 32 wins, only 8 losses, and a trip to the finals. They didn't grab the trophy that year, but they made a statement. New York was back. Then came 2024, her masterpiece. The Liberty won their first ever WNBA championship. A dramatic Game 5 overtime against the Minnesota Lynx. Brondello's team clawed, fought, and wrote history. She delivered the ring that had eluded New York for decades. Fast forward to 2025. The team was shredded by injuries. Stewart, Ionescu, Jones,